If you aspire to self-discipline, it would be advisable to pay attention to the words of Marcus Aurelius. He occupied the throne of Rome from the year 160 to 180 AD and is widely recognized as the last of the 5 good emperors. Throughout his reign, Aurelius found opportunities to create a collection of personal writings such as Meditations. In these texts, the Roman emperor shared a series of insightful reflections on high development. Today, we are going to talk about 10 steps that will help you consistently build and value self-discipline. Among the teachings on self-discipline from the writings of Marcus Aurelius, one stands out: self-discipline begins with the discovery of your purpose. Marcus Aurelius affirms, "I have to work, I am a human being. What do I have to complain about if I am fulfilling the purpose for which I was born? The tasks for which I was brought into this world, or was I created to snuggle under covers and keep warm?" Marcus Aurelius believed that each individual has a purpose, something for which they were destined. It is our responsibility to fulfill that purpose because it is what motivates us to get out of bed every morning. If you clearly understand your goals and how your mission relates to them, you substantially increase your chances of completing those tasks. For example, suppose you have a flat tire. Your purpose is obvious: change the tire as quickly as possible to continue your journey. You will perform this task regardless of any fatigue you may feel. The greatest catalyst for self-discipline is to have a reason to accomplish the task. If you don't know where to start, simply begin. If you aspire to be a writer, write every day. If you want to become an artist, draw and create daily. Whatever your aspiration, it doesn't require more motivation, research, or counseling. Just start practicing what interests you and face each day as it comes. Because it's your purpose that will fuel your inner will, motivation, and effort towards your goals. Self-discipline consists of finding powerful reasons to accomplish a task and committing to see it through. Trust in yourself, satisfy your appetite for achievement, and maintain focus on your own mind. After establishing a solid purpose, it's time to have a pragmatic action plan to aid you in achieving your goals. It's not enough to just commit to your goals. Instead, commit to each of the small steps you will take along the way to those goals. It's essential to be fully dedicated to doing whatever is necessary, regardless of what challenges arise. Self-discipline is the ability to take action, to do what needs to be done, regardless of your physical, mental, or emotional state. Everything you desire in your life, everything you aim to have, be, and do, depends on your ability to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals. Whether you like it or not, start by creating an effective action plan that includes a deadline for achieving your goal. Furthermore, this plan should be structured around milestones that break down your goal into manageable parts. Using Marcus's teachings will ensure that you are making progress toward the desired outcome in small increments of time. This strategy puts you in control, providing a sense of mastery over the tasks and projects you are undertaking. Ultimately, what you seek to avoid is succumbing to the feeling of overwhelm. A heavy burden can quickly lead to procrastination, which in turn can lead to stagnation. And, of course, where there is stagnation, self-discipline cannot flourish. Be present every day. You must build your life step by step and rejoice if each one achieves their goal as much as possible, and no one can stop that. Even after establishing a solid purpose and a practical plan, most of us fail to reach our targets frequently due to a lack of consistency. It's necessary to show up daily, to commit to the work, and civilization of showing up and immersing yourself in your vocation has a positive impact on mental resilience. It develops your focus and embraces the process that is necessary to achieve something significant. You need to invest countless hours of work before you start reaping any benefits. Self-discipline consists of cultivating the habit of consistency, finding motivation to do something repeatedly until it becomes second nature, and you start seeing results. So even if there is an occasional failure, such as not exercising when you should, that doesn't define who you are. What defines your discipline and willpower is your ability to persevere. A bad day doesn't need to turn into a bad week, and a bad week doesn't need to turn into a bad year. Every morning you wake up, remember that it's a new day, a new opportunity, and direct your attention to what lies ahead, which is life itself. 4. Practice voluntary challenges. We must discipline ourselves in small things and then progress to matters of greater importance. If you have a headache, try not to complain. Refrain from complaining every time you have an earache, and I'm not suggesting that you can't express dissatisfaction. Just don't do it excessively. Voluntary challenges are one way to develop our self-discipline. Facing voluntary difficulties means regularly testing ourselves and routinely making life uncomfortable. In some situations, this makes us more resilient for when we encounter real difficulties. Voluntary challenges may include skipping a meal and going hungry for a night, taking cold showers, not smoking, sleeping on the floor, leaving your coat at home even when the weather is cold and rainy, or donating half of your clothes to charity. You may also choose to go without using social media for a few days or keep your smartphone in the drawer. By doing this regularly, you will begin to understand the meaning of scarcity and difficulties, realizing that it is possible to live with both. If necessary, everything you desire in your life, everything you aspire to have, be, and do, depends on your ability to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals, whether you like it or not. Start by creating an effective action plan that includes a deadline for achieving your goal. Additionally, this plan should be structured around milestones that break down your goal into manageable parts. Using Marcus's teachings will ensure that you are making progress toward the desired outcome in small increments of time. This strategy puts you in control. It provides a sense of mastery over the tasks and projects you are undertaking. Ultimately, what you seek to avoid is exceeding the feeling of overload. A heavy burden can quickly lead to procrastination, and procrastination, in turn, can lead to stagnation. And, of course, where there is stagnation, self-discipline cannot flourish. 5. Practice the principle of the dichotomy of control. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Recognize this, and you will find strength. Feeling distressed and disturbed by small things immediately is detrimental to discipline. Being upset or irritated by small things immediately is detrimental to discipline. You have a goal, and you are working on it. But then thoughts and concerns related to something external, i.e., something beyond your control, disturb you. In these situations, the best approach is to apply the principle of the dichotomy of control, as epitomized by Epictetus. Reinforce to yourself what is under your control and what is beyond it. If you accept what is beyond your control and experience serenity, remember the following: whenever you feel distressed and distracted, do you have a problem in your life? No? Then don't worry. Do you have a problem in your life? Yes? Can you do something about it? Yes? Then don't worry. No? Then don't worry. 6. Never assume the role of a victim. Carry out your work without complaining. Have you ever made any of the following statements? I was born into these circumstances. I never had the opportunity to learn something different. My parents set a terrible example, or everyone acts this way. Essentially, these are excuses people use to justify staying as they are instead of striving to improve. It's necessary to take responsibility. The why me mentality is adverse to mental resilience. You may not be responsible, but the direction of your life depends on your ability to identify what is under your control and act upon it with your own hands. It depends on your ability to discern what is under your control and act upon it with your own hands. It's crucial to train your mind to approach situations in this way instead of automatically resorting to self-pity. Certainly, it's easier to blame others when something goes wrong. However, only those with a considerable degree of mental fortitude can move forward even when the blame is not theirs. Be the person who takes initiative to act, not the one who shies away and points fingers. When you victimize yourself or blame your current situation, you relinquish control and forfeit personal responsibility, and without a sense of ownership, significant progress becomes an impossible task. 7. Practice delayed gratification. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "So you were born to feel nice? Instead of doing things and experiencing them? Do you not observe plants, birds, ants, spiders, and bees performing their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can? And yet, you are unwilling to fulfill your mission as a human being because you do not hurry to do what your nature demands." Delayed gratification implies the ability to wait to fulfill your desires. Imagine a situation at a Christmas party where you are faced with plates of delicious and tempting food while trying to lose weight. If you give in and fill your plate with calorie-laden snacks, it may sabotage your diet, but you'll have instant gratification. If you resist and spend the night eating salads and chewing carrots, you'll likely have an even greater reward in the future, losing those unwanted pounds and fitting into your favorite jeans. This ability to resist temptation and stay focused on our goals is often called self-discipline, and delayed gratification is frequently practiced. We postpone what we desire now so that we can achieve something different, something better, later. 8. Disregard the naysayers. When someone blames you, hates you, or people express similar criticisms, look into the depths of their souls and see what kind of people they are. You will realize that there is no reason to worry or feel anxious about their specific opinion of you. Whenever you step out of the norm and affirm, even if only to yourself, that you believe you have a special purpose in life and are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it, you will attract naysayers. Naysayers are individuals who criticize, object to, or oppose something. They love to say no. They may like you but fear progress, so they are against everything, and their opinions are simply detrimental to your self-discipline. You must understand that allowing yourself to be upset by someone's opinion whom you do not know or respect is as useless as getting upset about the weather. It's a waste of energy. Their voice does not deserve your attention. Do not entrust your peace of mind to strangers who can disturb it as they please. Actively seek sincere feedback from those you respect. But if someone consistently has a history of being a naysayer, ignore them. 9. Seek wise people to inspire you. This will work even if you surround yourself with people of good character to shape your life into theirs, whether choosing someone alive or from the past. Now is the time to seek guidance that can strengthen your self-discipline. Specifically, let's identify role models. Your models can be friends, family, colleagues who have already achieved the goal you are working toward. Ask yourself who is currently achieving this, who has successfully achieved this goal, who has successfully acquired this habit, who has successfully made this change, who demonstrates the necessary self-discipline in this area. What can I learn from this person that can help me on my journey? Take the time to ask these people how they developed discipline. Ask them how they implemented specific actions that led them to the desired outcome. Then, leverage their wisdom to help you cultivate self-discipline throughout your personal journey. 10. Honestly evaluate your day. These are the characteristics of the rational soul: self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. One of the most effective ways to develop more discipline is to examine yourself and identify your weaknesses. Be extremely honest with yourself and use this time to connect with your own self. Consistently practicing nightly evaluation will increase your self-awareness at all stages of the day because you will actively gather information to craft constructive responses to these questions. Ask yourself what I did well today, where my discipline and self-control were tested, why this happened, and how can I improve? Now you have an idea of how you can improve tomorrow, but do not blame yourself. Follow the example of Seneca and forgive yourself. Practice compassion. Research shows that forgiving yourself instead of blaming yourself is what prevents procrastination. And don't just be critical of yourself. Acknowledge what you did well so that you can repeat it. Be grateful for the good things that happened today. That was the video on how to build self-discipline. If you liked it and were able to absorb a highly valuable learning, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell to receive more enriching videos every week. Here on the screen will appear more videos about valuable learnings. And until next time.